And for Fighting Irish Preview, I'm Phil Haug. The 92nd annual Blue Gold game is in the books, and it was the Sam Hartman show, particularly in the first half, which is when the real closest approximation of football actually takes place in the Blue Gold game. And I think it was really what Notre Dame fans were probably hoping to see. And they saw it from Sam Hartman today. There's good reason why he was the number one target of rated number one in the country out of the transfer portal. Hartman had a game in the first half, 13 of 16 on his passing, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns, one to Jaden Thomas, one to Matt Salerno, and he also had a nifty run option at the goal line, so he scored another touchdown with his legs. And that was all she wrote, really, for the game. 21 points in the first half with 5 minutes left in the first half. That was all we saw of Sam Hartman for the day. His day was over. Final score of the game today, 24-0 in favor of the Gold team. Head coach Marcus Freeman, after the game, obviously Sam Hartman's performance begged the question, are you ready to name your starting quarterback? Well, he's not ready to name his starting quarterback, at least certainly not officially. According to Coach Freeman, you can't, and this of course makes sense, you can't base the battle on just one outcome, okay? So he's got to watch the film, got to consider the entire spring, and that of course makes a lot of sense. But he did say Sam Hartman played real well, and that's what you want to see. And that's a direct quote from head coach Marcus Freeman. Now, for his part, Tyler Buckner, 8 of 18 of 44 yards, 1 interception. Just didn't really, you can't say that those numbers built on his MVP performance in the Gator Bowl. He also threw an interception here today. Marcus Freeman took responsibility for that because he said he had told Buckner that the defense was in cover 2 and they weren't, and he threw the interception. And also Buckner is hamstrung a bit by the rules of the Blue Gold game. Limited contact with the quarterbacks. Of course, Buckner's game is a running game to go along with the passing game. And first contact, it's almost like two-hand touch with the quarterbacks. They are down. But again, the story really here today was the big game by Sam Hartman in the first half. He looked poised. He hit his receivers. He got the ball downfield. Just what every Notre Dame fan was probably hoping for, they saw out of Hartman today. Other standouts, early entry freshman Jaden Greathouse, 11 catches, 118 yards. He's one of 3 early entry freshmen. Rico Flores, Braylon Edwards. Flores, I think, had 1 catch. Edwards had a target, but no catches. Nonetheless, considering that great performance in the first half, or I should say in the game by Jaden Greathouse, his 11 catch, 118 yard performance, Marcus Freeman commented post-game, all 3 of those guys are going to help us. That's a big difference from last year when the Irish were really shorthanded at the wide receiver position. Jaden Thomas had a good game, obviously, for the Irish. Chris Tyree is transitioning into the slot. He did some things today. Deion Colsey also. Tobias Merriweather, no catches today, but apparently he's also had a good spring. So lots of options there receiving the ball. Also, the linebacking core looked solid. 2 redshirt sophomores led the respective teams in tackling. First of all, redshirt sophomore Nolan Ziegler, he led the Blue, and he had 10 tackles, a sack, and a tackle for loss. That was the biggest defensive day, statistical day for either team. That's a big day. Also, though, leading the Gold with 7 tackles, redshirt sophomore Jalen Sneed. He of the 4- or 5-star recruit, saw little action last year, but he was redshirted, so he's got 4 years of eligibility today, and he looks to be definitely to be coming into his own. Again, the final here from Notre Dame Stadium. The Gold defeated the Blue 24-0. The 92nd Blue Gold game is in the books. And the Irish now set their sights on late August and in Dublin, Ireland, where the Irish will take on Navy, playing in Dublin for the third time in Notre Dame's history, 96, 2012, and now 2023. So we'll look forward to that coming up before you know it. And also that front end of the Irish schedule will be front loaded. By the end of September, the Irish will have played 6 games. So the final 6 games will take place in October and November, but by the end of August, or I should say by the end of September, half the schedule will have been played by the Irish. Thanks for watching the video. And please check out fightingirishpreview.com. We'll have some great photography from Chad Ryan up there from today's scrimmage, as well as a game story. And we'll be continuing dating the website as news hits for the next couple of months. And then, of course, when the season hits, we have 3, 4, 5 features every single week on the Irish. So check out fightingirishpreview.com. I'm Phil Houck, and I will talk to you again in August. And that's a Fighting Irish Preview wrap.